So I went to a debate. It was a Christian-Muslim debate, and the pastor was like, you know, Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is God. So I waited till after the lecture. I went up to him. I said, listen, can I ask you a few questions? I said, I'm battling faith right now. I'm like stuck. And if you could solve this problem for me, it would help me in this journey. So he says, sure, my son, ask me. So I said, in the Bible, Jesus is on the cross. He says, my God, why has thou forsaken me? These are my two questions. Jesus, you said he's God. He said, yes. I said, you said he's the Son of God. He said, yes. I said, who is he calling upon? He says, my God, my God. So what I'm seeing here, I got your God, Jesus, and I got the God of Jesus, because Jesus is calling on the God. And then he said, why hast thou forsaken me? You told me Jesus knew his purpose. He came to die for our sins. So why is he saying now in the critical moment, right? Because that's when faith comes to the front, right? In the critical moment when you're supposed to show up with faith, this is when you show up with it. Now you're going to say, why hast thou forsaken me? And this is the message we got, right? So I said, if he's saying that, he didn't know his purpose, because the purpose was to come die for us. He shouldn't be forsaken. And who forsaked him? If he's God, did he forsake himself? Did he forget his own mission? Did he forget his own cause? So I said, you see my problem? I said, so how do I understand all of that? He put his hand on my shoulder. He said, son, you just have to have faith. I looked at him. I was like, shh. I said, that was the worst thing to tell me.